wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with a stranger. I wanna feel like a lady. Show me love, show me love. I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna dance with a stranger. I wanna feel on your body. Show me love, show me love.
New chick, new chemistry. Yeah, I just wanna feel new energy. The way you moving got the best of me. Baby, I'm a dancer, you gon' have to battle me. I'm tryna share the vibes, create memories. Yeah, I'll make you feel, I wanna join your team, not the enemy. Yeah, that's easy, then baby girl, just let your guard down and believe me.
I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with a stranger. I wanna feel like a lady. Show me love, show me love. I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna dance with a stranger. I wanna feel on your body. Show me love, show me love.
Hey, what's up, Visionaries? This is Tylen, the host with Fully Raw Vision, and today we're here at Meer, Cologne.
What up,
Meer,
y'all?
would you like to tell the people what it is you do?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? So, I'm a professional dancer. I'm an artist as well. I've been dancing for like over 10 years professionally. Danced for a bunch of artists, um, from big to small, you name it. But yeah, that's what we do.
Nice. Before the big stages and working with stars like Beyoncé and Rihanna, who were you when nobody was watching, and what kept you going when it got hard?
I've always been a risk taker, um, cocky in a positive way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always had an attitude of like nobody could stop me, nobody could bring me down. And I think if a lot of people leave with that, you take risks, but there's no way you could fail in life. And I never took L's. I always took lessons. That's one thing. I don't think you never fail unless you stop working at what you're working on. It's the only way that me you could fail. So just keep working. Never doubt yourself. I never put my head down. Always kept my head up. You know what I'm saying? Made sure I stay true to myself. Support my friends. Support myself too. Like everything. Like that's what always kept me going, even before I felt like I was doing something or I started working a lot with these big artists. But I always felt like I was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I really manifested it. If that makes sense.
Was there ever a moment where you felt like giving up on dancing completely? What happened, and what made you stay?
Yeah, definitely a few times. Just real life stuff. You know, like it's a lot of back end stuff that people don't tell you about. Like a lot of the professional like artist world in the sense of like being an artist, background dancer, whatever you makeup artist, whatever. It's a lot that come with it, and it's a lot that like can mess with you mentally. So I think I've had those moments of doubt. I just think what kept me going was my environment, the people around me, my mom, my friends, like my grandma, like those type of people and that energy is what kept me grounded in situations that's like probably either wasn't for me or I ain't feel comfortable in. Because being in the industry, you're gonna be around a lot of people that's not like you, might make you feel uncomfortable, or you just people that's just not for you, and that's okay. People gotta realize it's okay. You just don't need to be with them type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just kept myself grounded with my community, man.
How did growing up in Philadelphia shape your style, your hunger, and your mindset?
I think growing up in Philly, it's a rough city. So I feel like it's really to me like if you can make it out of here, you can make it out of anywhere. And the attitude I always carried, I think that my environment in Philly gave me, I think is what kind of got me far in the industry, especially being in LA, because a lot of people, I just feel like a lot of people don't have a good backbone situation going on with themselves and their family and everything. And I feel like I did. And I think that's what helped me, like, you know what I'm saying, keep going. Yeah.
When you step on stage with artists like Mariah Carey or Megan Thee Stallion, what is something the audience will never notice but means everything to a dancer?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I think just being able to like see reactions from the crowd and the people that you performing for always is a great feeling. And besides like performing for yourself, it's dope to see that like, dang, everything I worked up to like for this moment, people appreciate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's no better feeling than it. Like, you know what I mean?
What's the biggest sacrifice you had to make to dance at the level that people don't talk about?
um, I think being away from your family for a long time. I think like society like doubts as far as like growing up. Like I didn't go to college. Like you know what I'm saying. I support everybody who do go to college. Go to college, and if you don't, just make sure you know what I'm saying. You not even if you don't know what you're doing, just don't doubt yourself. But yeah, I didn't go to college, so I feel like I had to deal with people trying to tell me like, "Yo, what you gonna do with your life?" Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had those type of questions, and yeah, it's definitely a lot to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta keep going. I think the moral of it is just keep going. Never stop. Just keep going.
Have you ever been in a room where you felt like you didn't belong? How did you handle that without losing confidence?
Always. And I feel like I just had this talk with somebody about he's an older guy. He's a manager for a big artist. But he was telling me his story that like he always felt like the underdog, but he never held his head down in rooms he felt like he didn't deserve to be in. You know what I'm saying? You just even if you don't feel like you need to be like who is them or whoever to tell you where you belong. You know what I'm saying? We all on this earth, so like you know what I'm saying? You gotta walk around with that confidence at always. Like you gotta know that you either gonna like me or you not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta not like you. We just probably don't. We just not cohesive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot of times, but just knowing yourself helps a lot. You know what I'm saying?
What separates a good dancer from someone who actually becomes unforgettable?
A good dancer can blend in the room. A great dancer stands out. Simple as that. You want to be somebody that they could pick you out of a crowd of 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It's like walking in a line, straight line. You want to be the one person that could touch your head left and right so they could see you. You know what I'm saying? And whatever that is to you as a dancer, that's whatever makes it memorable. But like, yeah, you just want to stand out. You don't ever want to blend in with other dancers. So um, and the goal isn't to stand out. Just you being the person you are, the dancer, artist, whatever it is in the world, you stand out naturally just by your passion and you just showcasing how much you really want what it is or how hungry you are. In most cases, that showcases more than trying to be the center of attention in the room. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was my strongest key. I never fought to be the center of attention, which kind of helped me be the center of attention, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to be in the front and everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay to be in the
When
back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If you a
when it have
star,
the
they gonna show you.
when it
They
have the
gonna see
most
you.
attention.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
When you mess up during a live performance, what goes through your mind in that exact moment, and how do you recover without the crowd knowing?
That's a great question too. To be fair, I mess up a lot on stage, and a lot of big artists and dancers do. Um, but the key to being a professional at what you are is you know how to recover. And one way I feel like I knew how to recover on stage is well before I even say that the crowd most likely doesn't know your choreography, your steps and stuff like that. So that's already a thought that if you mess up, always keep going. I just always keep going. Like if I mess up, I don't stop. Nobody knows my choreography, you know what I'm saying, unless you on the stage with us or you choreographed it. So, you know, I just try to maintain being present more so than think about the steps. You know what I'm saying? The passion is gonna override the memory, if that makes sense. So, you know, just locking in and making sure I'm zoned in. I usually always do mess up, but it's part of being a professional. You know what I'm saying? But you probably never notice it if I was to show you because nobody know what I'm doing. So, you know.
What's something you had to unlearn to reach the next level of your career?
Mm, one thing I had to unlearn was to no matter even where you are in your life, no matter how you feel like how hard you worked or where you feel like you can always start back at the bottom and keep rising. Just never a place where you should feel comfortable. It's okay to be comfortable, but not to stay comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be complacent. You don't want to you don't that you know that causes for like procrastination and like bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Being consistent creates better and great habits. So yeah, those pretty much the keys.
What made you decide that dancing wasn't enough and you wanted to become a musician artist too.
So yeah, basically from your last question to this too is just I let me say, I did a tour with Beyonce and Jay-Z 2018 on a Run 2 tour. And a lot of people around me was comparing me to a bunch of big artists and stuff like that, or just kept saying, like, yo, bro, like you got a good stage presence. Like, like Jay-Z himself at one conversation said that to me. Like, yo, bro, you got good stage presence. And even then, I wasn't thinking about doing music and stuff like that, but I just had so many people from different places tell me the same thing. So I was like, why not? I tried it. I never looked back, and I took another risk. It's just like you just gotta. I'm not scared to take risks. You know what I'm saying? So I knew if I could do what I did in dance, I could do it in music. It ain't to me. It ain't no stages of how big you get. In the world, it might look like that, but at the end of the day, it's all work. It's all just you as a person and what you can do. So that's how I think. I try not to think about the like levels as far as life and people. You can you might be able to say that it is, but bro, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, most people that I looked up to came from places even probably worse than us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just gotta keep going. That's all.
Do you feel more vulnerable creating music or performing as a dancer, and why?
I think both. I think I had moments in both where one outshine other. Especially when I first started dancing. I think that was one where it was just nothing you could tell me in a sense. Like dance was just my whole life, so my passion just was. You could just visually see it. But now I'm in a space where I'm starting to create my I created another passion in a sense. I feel like I always wanted to do music and always had it in me, but I took my time and I was patient with it. And now I'm in a sense where I feel like I'm giving out the same energy and passion that I did with dance. So I don't think one outshined the other. I just think each one had its prime or its great moments and bad moments and stuff.
If someone listens to your music for their first time, what do you want them to understand about you that they wouldn't see through dance?
Um, Let me say it's a few things. I think one is just like for people who know me or don't know me, people can put all types of perspective on you in the sense of how they look at you, view you. Just from a conversation, somebody could be thinking all of this stuff about you that could not be true, or it could be true. So it's like putting a stamp to who I am. Technically, like I want people to. Most of my songs are honestly vulnerable music. It's mainly about like relationships and stuff like that. And I got all types of music, but in those situations, a lot of those moments are real, and a lot of my songs are written from real moments. So
Like patience.
yeah, that's like patience is a real song, real moment. Anything I'm talking about in there, real like really happened. It's times where I exaggerate this. I might have to exaggerate the story to get my point across, but just venting, bro. Like dance was my way to vent, still is, but music is also my current way to vent. So it's just about like I feel the best when I make music when I'm talking about like a real situation and stuff like that. So, but yeah, patience was one of them. I had to learn a lot of patience being in relationships, growing up. So, um, yeah, that's it.
What's one truth about the entire entertainment industry that might shock young people who want to follow your path?
Um, just especially in the creative scene, also realize that what you do is a business. I think especially in our community and the black communities, people thrive you to be the best at what you can, but don't realize like it come with everything. So like in your craft, like make sure you worried about other things. You know what I'm saying? Like how I always see it when I was training as a dancer, training, you should be training always, right? So nobody should have to tell you to train. So when I'm telling people, like giving people like perspective on stuff, I'm not like, yo, go train. No, go focus on the stuff you don't focus on. You want to start to now create a like an entity for yourself that's just not just dance. Like I'm a businessman now. Like now I took my dance professionally, I had to learn the business. And people don't realize that I didn't. I grew up and thought like, okay, cool. If I could be the best dancer in the world, yeah, that's the first step. But then you gotta know how to network. You gotta know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to be in a room with people you might not associate yourself with, or know, or care about, or like even. And know that it's not personal. This is all business. So even if somebody disrespects you, like on your while you talking to them and stuff, it's about like not being a person to be like letting them see that and letting them get to you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be professional. You want to realize that this is my business. I'm not gonna let them ruin my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of that. We need to realize that it is more stuff that you can work on in your craft than just the craft. You know what I'm saying? Networking, know how, like I said, know how to talk to people and knowing your environment too. Like I think where I live is in environments to where it's like people look so unsure, and I'm just sitting there like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm so sure of what I want, and that's very big too as well. So
Have you ever been underestimated? And did you prove them wrong or just outgrow them?
I'm always underdog, bro. I always feel like I was like underdog bull, like, and let me say this, I grew up in Philly. Like I grew up in Philly, a dancer, bro, like stuff like that. Like I grew up, a lot of my homies wasn't on it. A lot of my homies was really out there in on the streets, like doing all that, and then they come to me, and so it's like I always felt like I had something to overcome, and I ain't gonna lie, I think that make the best people in life, the best characters. But when you really go through a lot of stuff, that I'm a happy person, and like the people around me that didn't watch me go up, but never knew that I struggled crazy, or it was just me and my mom, and stuff like that. Is people will never know because I never carried it like that. I don't care for people to know unless you talk to me. But I'm not about to walk around like a sad story. No, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, that's what I think created me as a risk taker and to be as great as I am, or want and still want to be, because I had the environments was harsh. And like I said, but coming from Philly, if you could really grow up and grow out of this city, that should mean something. At a certain point, you gotta take it serious and be like, man, I belong. I'm here for a reason. I'm doing this. Don't let nobody ever tell you, what you don't want to do. Like, shit life, go crazy unless it's your parents and stuff. Family. It's out the window. Listen to them. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you know yourself too in this world, because people try to manipulate you in certain environments, and that's why people get into the streets and stuff like that. Just little simple stuff like that, man.
If you could go back and talk to your younger self, what would you warn him about?
Mm, I ain't gonna lie. As many interviews as I ever been on, you got the best questions anybody has ever asked me, hands down. Period. From the time I started my career and anything I've ever interviewed by anybody, you've had the best questions ever. My fault. Can you repeat the question? Because I had to get that out. Your questions is too good, bro. Like it's making me think so hard, and I love it.
If you could go back and talk to your younger self, what would you warn him about?
Okay. All right. If I go back and talk to my younger self, honestly, um, I probably wouldn't warn him about much. If anything, I guess they are warnings. Just it's not much different than what I said. Just stay true to yourself and take those and continue to take risks. Honestly, I guess I could say I wish I would have took more risks when I was younger. I would tell myself that, like, believe in yourself more. I feel like I always felt like the underdog. So um I always had confidence, but most times I don't. People see me, and sometimes I might be super shy and all that. Or I was really shy, quiet, and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
nervous.
Nervous, bro. And our community makes us feel like that type of feeling is bad, bro. It's okay to be nervous. That just means you really care about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So if you nervous about interviewing somebody, that's good, bro. Like that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's okay. I used to be nervous and just didn't know how to act and just didn't know like it was okay, bro. Like nobody cared that much than what you think it is. Like do it more. You know what I'm saying? Like and I don't really believe in time, but like I always say, like, if you want to go for it now, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait. Why wait? Just go for it. Just do it. If it don't work out, like I said, that's not a L. That's just a lesson. L stand for lesson in me. So that's now you know that this just didn't happen right now in this moment. Keep going. Don't never let nothing stop you, bro. Yeah.
What advice would you give a kid like me who wants to be a great at something but doesn't know where to start?
Um, Everything I pretty much said before this one, definitely, and the add on to that is just start. The biggest problem I think people have when it comes to pursuing stuff is just starting. People don't realize there's no formula to starting. There's no formula to a lot of things. We created formulas. You know what I'm saying? So once you realize that you are your own formula, you start to forget about all of the stuff that people be worried about and all of that. And that's where I be like, man, some people just be worried about the wrong stuff. And yeah, you just gotta stay with it, man. Stay with it and make sure you, like I said, I think the biggest key is to just start. After that, stuff to me will just flow. Cause now you putting yourself in a position for what you want. Like for me with dance, like I had to like grow, I had to be around, to been around like the people hanging out with certain. It was just like I was literally putting myself, I feel like, in a community, in a position to help me thrive. But like I just had to start somewhere. I had to like go to the studio and dance. Like you just gotta start. It might not be the start you looking for and want, but you know, that's just life. Sometimes it ain't about what you want and how you want it at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think that the biggest key is just don't stop. To me, that's it. Just don't give up. If you really want this, or for anybody that's watching, whatever you really want, just don't stop. Just don't give up. You know what I'm saying? You are your biggest critic. Nobody else can stop you but you. Remember that at least. That's one thing I always like say. I'm my biggest critic, supporter, like everybody, like, you know, and what you believe in, your family come next, but you gotta be here for yourself first in order to even support other people. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's really it.
Do you think talent matters more or discipline, and why?
Um, I definitely think that question. That's a good question too. I think there's nothing wrong with it being a balance. You know what I'm saying? Having a great discipline and a lot and great habits and being talented. I think both come hand in hand. Some people can make it just strictly off of passion and talent, and a lot of people can make it off of just like the work. But people don't realize what's the cohesive part about both of it is consistency. You don't realize the passionate guy is doing the same thing this guy's doing. They both just passionate, and passion creates consistency. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize that just what you doing is just consistency, bro. You staying with it, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's just key to it all.
What does success actually feel like now that you've lived it, some of it? That you lived some of it?
I feel like I'm nowhere close to even what I would call success in my personal opinion, but I will say like reaping the benefits, I guess, of like my career. Like, yeah, bro, I got to travel. I've probably been to everywhere in the world with the biggest artists. I've done so many tours, world tours. I've performed at like the biggest festivals, stadiums, arenas, got to like see other people's cultures and like see how just even people talk and walk around the world, places I never thought in my life I'd see. And I'm seeing it like with my own eyes, touching like, yo, I'm really here. Like stuff like that. That's the best feeling to me. Like, but I guess what I can say about the success part is that really being in a position to say, yo, I did what I talked about. Like I literally put myself in this position
They
and did it.
predicted it.
I basically predicted it and manifested it. Like I said I was going to do it and did it. That's why I always talk my talk with people, because it's like I said, it's not, you're not cocky if you can't back. It's not cocky if you can't back it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna always carry it like a lot of confidence, because, like I said, why not? Why be? And when I say humble in the sense of just your craft and who you are. Like for some reason, like if I was to be out on the street and it was just like, yo, bro, what you doing? You're just like, yeah, I do like interviews. I probably wouldn't want to be interested. But if you like, yo, I do interviews, and like, yo, like you just how your charisma, you carrying it, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, be overly confident is what I'm saying. I'd rather somebody tell me tone it down than pick it up. I don't never want nobody tell me pick it up. Like, yo, pick it up. I'd rather somebody tell me, like, yo, you doing too much. Cool, you just not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? No, never let nobody tell you doing too much, bro. That's people looking at you because they low key want the energy you have and the charisma that you carrying.
Like, want to see you fail.
Yeah, they, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not even that they want to see you fail. They kind of just wish they had what you had. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Some people, that's a lot of reason why people pick on people. Is they honestly just they envy what you got, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a great thing. When you see stuff like that, I smile. I'm like, man, Loki, you want to be like me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta carry like that, cause that's what's gonna take you first. A lot of people in my environment try to take me down just by words and just like unknowingly. It could be even your community, bro. People you think your homies and your bros and all that. You know what I'm saying? Could be looking at you left side, bro. So just make it, like I said, know you knowing yourself, and you don't even gotta worry about that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
When people say your name 10 years from now, what do you want them to say? Mere Colin
Cologne.
Cologne
Mm-hmm.
change about the culture.
I think the biggest thing I want to say is like, well, that I changed the culture is just like, I guess I just want to change the perspective on. It might sound cliche, but just like in life, like a lot of stuff, I think is we treat it so deep when it really ain't that deep, and I think we start to create problems within our society that we don't realize it's like really coming from us. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to change our community, our black community, to be like to be more on a positive tip. To be honest, like I understand that honestly, a lot of people who are in those positions don't even want to be there. I know a lot of my homies that's doing what they do. They don't even really want to be there, bro. People really feel like they don't have no options, no other options. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to put a perspective in the world to be like, yo, it's really not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could be getting money and being outside and doing all that, but like let's skip the nonsense that's happening in the streets and stuff. But I always want to get to that place, man. Like I said, it sounds cliche, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's what took one person to not one person, but you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that we look up to that we can say changed the way we live and like even with segregation and stuff, like little stuff like that is it could be crucial, but I really want to put my hand in that type of environment when whenever I can, however I can.
If you had to describe your journey in one word and then explain it, what would that word be?
Uh, Amusement park. That might be two words, but in the right sentence, we're gonna use that as one word. And I'm only saying amusement park because life really is a roller coaster, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the fun part about it. You never know when you gonna go up, you gonna go down. Sometimes you might be able to see it go all the way up and come down, but it's nothing like being on a roller coaster and going up and down. You know what I'm saying? And it's so many different ways you could look at it, bro. But I think life is just like one big old amusement park, bro. And like my journey, at least, like I had the one ride where I'm scared, one ride where I'm like, yo, I want to do that 1,000 times. Then another ride where I don't know what's going on. I'm confused, or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's my journey. I feel like I had the highs, the super lows, the super highs, super mediums, where I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in my life. But like one thing I'm not gonna do is stop. We just gonna keep going. Then what happens? Something great happen right after that, or it don't. But man, it's just life. I just be going with the flow until I get off the roller coaster, and then I'm like, what's the next one? Where we at next? So I ain't gonna lie, amusement park. We're gonna go with two words this time, but yeah, amusement park. But yeah, that was a great question too, man.
I think the dancers needed to hear that. Thank you so much for spending time to speak to me. I appreciate it.
Man, thank you for having me, man. I'm giving you your flowers now. I love what you do, bro. Keep doing it. Don't stop. That's really what you want to do. Keep doing it, man. I'm happy for you. It's my first time meeting. I'm proud of you, bro. And I love to see stuff like this, bro. And I'll be more than welcome to come back anytime you want me to and all that. And if you're watching, please tune in, man. Tap in immediately, please. Like, recommend it. Like, for sure, for sure. Thank you for having me, man.
You. Thank you. One more question.
Come on, man. Throw it
Out
at
of
me.
all your songs, what are one song you love the most?
I ain't gonna lie. That's a hard one. You got me right there. Hold on, bloody. Hold on. Um, I think honestly one of my favorite songs is "Patience" that I dropped. I love that song.
Yeah.
I worked on the production too with my engineer on it. Like we really put like had a lot of fun making that song. Like, and
Yeah, I
I
like Patience
you
too.
like that, John?
Yeah.
Appreciate you. So I think that's one of my favorites, to be honest. Like I really enjoy making that song, and then like it's one of them songs that even when I listen to sometimes I'm like, dang, yo, I really made this joint. Like I can't even believe it. Sometimes I be sitting there like, yo, like that's my voice, or just like even watching like my mom, my grandma, like my family sing it, and like my friends or whatever. Like even that stuff right there is like my favorite thing to see, because like I said, I always feel like I'm like overlooked or underdog. So when I do see the people like believing in me or like supporting me, I really appreciate that stuff, and I really look at it as like um like a dope thing and a great thing, and I enjoy it, man. So we gonna go with Patience though. It's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I'll play Patience in the car with my mom in there. She be like, "Who this?" I be like, "This Meer, Miss Kiki's son." She be like, "What?" Like she
Yeah.
can't believe it.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I be doing the same thing when I make certain stuff. I'm like, yo, that's really me. Like, dang, yo, I didn't know I could do this, but like I said, yo, you just gotta really stay down, keep going, don't look back, and don't give up. Simple. That's it. My guy. Appreciate you, bro.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
This is Tylen, the host with Raw Vision. Proving age doesn't limit vision. Stay focused, stay creative, and keep seeing the world differently. Peace.
Yes, sir. Yo, Philly Raw Vision Media, thank y'all for having me. A pleasure. I ain't gonna lie. The youth is the future. So like in all seriousness, really lock in with little bro. He going crazy. He about to take over. I had fun. Amazing questions, yo. He's so intelligent. I could see the passion behind it. This is the future right here. He next up. He's now. So lock in, yo. Come on, now it's Philly. Let's do this, man. Let's do it. Come on.
How many times have I heard this shit? How many times have I heard this shit before? I already know who you really rooting for. You texting me when you ready to write me off. And yeah, I know I'm the reason you feel loved. And yeah, I know I'm the reason you feel nauseous. You wanna sell me lies, I really wouldn't bought it. I'm glad I caught it when I did. Guess I'm the reason. Remember the times you ain't believe me, tryna make it even. I couldn't make time for you, baby, but I wanted your love. Ain't got no time to hear that shit when you know what I know. You always said to take the lead, but you never follow me. Now you inspire my melodies. Oh. Everybody calm down. Evaluate the situation. Yeah, everybody calm down. I'm about to lose my fucking patience. Everybody calm down. Evaluate the situation. Yeah, everybody calm down. I'm about to lose my fucking patience. Said I'm about to lose my patience in this bitch. I feel like dreaming the way I'm throwing all these fish, yeah. You like a cloud the way I'm throwing all these fish, yeah. You said I'm crazy, I'm a product of my career, yeah. You don't fear shit, but you fear me. I just wanna talk my shit, but you don't hear me. I know you like to pop your shit, but you don't scare me. Wish you saw me as a friend and not an enemy. Oh yeah. Everybody calm down. Evaluate the situation. Yeah, everybody calm down. Yeah, I'm about to lose my fucking patience. Everybody calm down. Evaluate the situation. Yeah, everybody calm down. I'm about to lose my fucking patience. I'm about to lose my fucking patience. Everybody calm down. I'm about to lose my fucking patience.
And you were one of my best friends, and
everybody calm down. Evaluate the situation. Yeah, everybody calm down. I'm about to lose my fucking patience. Everybody calm down. Evaluate the situation. Yeah, everybody calm down. I'm about to lose my fucking patience.